Hey guys, welcome back, Bushcraft Family, with another video. And yes, you probably read the title and were like, huh? Food shortages? Yeah. You know, it's only been like 3 years when I did videos of empty shelves, empty supply areas, you know, produce from meat to dairy. Of course, we're all talking about the eggs and how expensive and the shortages on those and whatnot. You talk to the egg suppliers, the biggest companies out there, they have an overabundance of eggs. So there's a point in between there to where they're not getting the stuff, or they're not ordering the eggs, or they're increasing the prices of the eggs. Whatever that might be, I don't know. I showed you some clips of some of my old videos of the shortages. And it seems like a lot of people have just forgot about that. You know, they forgot about going to the store and not seeing things on their shelves. I remember the comments of people would tell me that, oh, our store hasn't had this for so many months, or all kinds of stuff. Now, nobody seems to care. It's old news, but it's only 2-3 years old. That's the thing. Now, there have been a lot of reports, because I still keep my eye on the wholesale grocery divisions and stuff like that, where the grocery stores get their food, their supplies and stuff. For some reason, they are stocking up on certain items. They are stockpiling it as if they're getting ready for a shortage of some sort. I don't know what that one might be. Could be the tariffs, could not be. I don't know. But recent studies and industry reports have raised concerns about possible food shortages in 2025. And of course, some of these I don't believe in and stuff like that, but they put this in their report. These are fueled by climate changes, inflation, global supply chain distributions or disruptions, and population growth. These are the reasonings behind they see a food shortages coming up. And one of the main concerns is restaurant industry getting supplies that they need. And when that hits them, soon after it'll hit us. You know, those who go to the grocery store and buy stuff, it will have an impact on what we see at the grocery store. Now, I'm not saying that every one of these is the reason why and everything, but increased cost. And this is how the food shortage will affect restaurant industry, and increased cost. They're saying it's this coming couple months, things will go up 3.5%. And by the end of the year, we could see a 10% increase on a lot of stuff that we're getting. Does that make food shortages? I don't know. If people stop going and buying this stuff as much, will they stop ordering it? A lot of times, yes, because it's no good to have something on your shelf that is just going to spoil if nobody buys it. So they stop ordering that stuff. Is that what they're talking about shortages? I don't know. And a lot of times, another thing is a lot of restaurants are worried about the menu adapting that they're going to have to do. And I think this will start taking effect more toward the end of the year, phasing out certain ingredients and things that are frozen that they don't want to be frozen. They want it fresh and stuff like that. That will increase some shortages and some supply issues down the road. Operational challenges. And this is stuff that disruptions in the food chain, be it from the ports to the shipping lanes to, coming from other countries, that tariffs and things like that. So what's this mean? Does this mean that we need to start thinking about that? We should always be thinking that the next year could be the time where something happens and then we're back to not seeing things on the shelves again. That's what we should be thinking. We shouldn't be worried about it or scared, as I'm sure a few people will point out that I'm fear bombing people and stuff like that. No, this is information that everybody should already be thinking about. Here in the last year, 2 years, the prepping community has died out. It's not a big thing anymore for people to think about, prepping things. So the channel's died out. There's nobody watching it anymore. But it's always good to be thinking of these things. Even if nothing ever happens, say I'm growing tomatoes this year to make batches of spaghetti sauce. Spaghetti sauce is $2-3 a jar now, depending on what types that you get. What does that mean? Say instead of going to the store and buying that at that much, I can a bunch of it, or I find it on sale and I get it on sale and I buy cases of it, not hoarding it, but just getting enough for me to have for a year or two. If that was the case, then a year, everything goes up by 10%, 20%, whatever the case may be. I save all that money that I bought these at a cheaper price than buying it at a more expensive price. Me, myself, I'll can the stuff. I'll make big batches and can it and put it on a shelf and I'll have it. Don't have to worry about it. That's where I'm kind of getting at. They are calling for food shortages this year. I don't know who these experts are or whatever. There are some, college professors that look at, how things are coming in, and there's a list of items. You can do a top 10 shortages for 2025 on Google, and you'll get list on list on list. Do they mean that's what's going to be short? Could be. I don't know. But it's always good to think about this kind of stuff and, be prepared for this. I'm not saying everybody freak out and go buy 100 cases of Jiffy popcorn, because popcorn is going to be going up this year. But you want to make sure your family has food in case, you know, we go to the store and see these videos like I showed at the beginning of this video. Hope this helped somebody. If not, like always, God bless.